Hey, what's happening, guys? Mike from MetaComix coming at you with a review for Secret Wars Infinity Gauntlet #1. Okay, so you guys know the drill probably by now, but in case you don't, there are massive spoilers to come, so if you haven't read the issue, pause the review, go read it, and then come back and hear my thoughts on it. Alright, so this issue was totally not what I was expecting at all, and that's not good, not bad, but kind of a bit of both, as Star-Lord would say. So let's dig into the story, and then I'll tell you what I did and didn't like. So the story kicks off with some shots of a post-apocalyptic big city completely in ruins where we catch up with, I believe it's pronounced Bakian or Bakian family, a group of survivors living in a wasteland just trying to make it day by day. One of the main characters is Anwen, her sister Fane, and her dad and grandpa. Those are the four main characters, who make their way from the desolate streets to the woods as their father tells them about their mom, who left with the Nova Corps to fight these huge, disgusting alien bug things, which is why they believe she's dead. A heated argument breaks out, and then we catch a glimpse of these nasty critters as they literally come out of the woodwork and start trying to eat the not-so-merry band of survivors. From here on out, it's breakneck speed as the whole issue turns into a giant Michael Bay movie, with the Bakian family running, hiding, ducking, juking, jiving, dancing, whatever else you can imagine, to try to avoid being eaten by these nasty bugs. At one point in the fray, Anwen falls down into a bug's nest, gets really pissed off thinking about her mom leaving her family behind, and punches a hole through a bug's head where she finds an infinity gem. It looks like it's the mind gem since it's blue, so I'm assuming that's what it is. Then she proceeds to climb back up to the surface. Once she gets to the top, she's reunited with her mom, who has returned as a Nova, and as they embrace, we discover that Thanos has been tailing the family the whole time, and he is in possession of the red gem, or the Power Stone. Story to be continued. Alright, so here's what I liked about the issue. The issue started super strong with some really good character development. The scenery sets a very dismal and is almost barely, maybe just slightly resembling a teeny tiny fraction of the atmosphere and tone set in The Walking Dead. A little now, just a little. You really start to feel connected to the Bakians as you learn their backstory and see that while there's some tensions between them due to the seeming loss of the mom/wife/daughter of the family, they deeply love one another. Surprisingly, there's not a drop of real humor in the whole book, which shocked me given it was penned by Jerry Duggan, who's notorious for his comedic writing chops. It's nice getting to see a more serious side to his writing, even though we do get bits and pieces of it in the Deadpool series. The bugs were very creepy. I hate bugs. I hate them, hate them, hate them. And so I was kind of creeped out by the bugs in this issue here. They were very interesting, but at the same time, it was kind of a corny concept too. Okay, so let's talk about what I didn't like. I wasn't a big fan of the art style. The pencils were just kind of strange, it looked very rough. This could have been done on purpose as a means of setting the tone of this new post-apocalyptic realm of battle world, but some of the panels seemed kind of muddy and unclear, so I just really wasn't all that into that. The pacing was really weird here. It sets things up, it spends a little bit of time getting you hooked into knowing the family, then bam, Michael Bay style action for pretty much the rest of the issue until the last page. Now don't get me wrong, I love issues with a lot of action, but one that starts off this strong with character development, I would like to have seen more of that and a slow build to a really good action scene and then a kind of tapering off into a cliffhanger at the end. It didn't quite do that, so I was a little disappointed. You start to get a bit connected to the characters and you really start to learn about their pain, but then they just completely implode all of that by bringing the mom back right away the very first issue, and that kind of, I think, zapped some of the energy out of the character development that they set up at the beginning of the issue. Some of the monologue stuff was a bit cheesy and kind of annoying in spots, but the actual dialogue between the characters was really, really good. Overall, I did enjoy the issue, but not quite as much as I was expecting to. I gave it an overall score of an 8 out of 10, and I'll definitely check out the next issue. Alright guys, that's all I got for this one. I'll see you in the next review. Peace out.